Welcome back to State and Local Government and Politics. In this video, we'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages of federalism. Over the course of the nation's history, there have been many advantages to federalism. 6 advantages merit some discussion. First, a myriad of governmental units. Many opportunities exist for citizens to directly influence policy decisions in their respective states and communities. Second, competition between units of government. Competition between jurisdictions for citizens, business investments, and talents may lead to government efficiency. State and local governments tend to become entrepreneurial, offering greater benefits for the tax dollar or reducing tax burdens to attract citizens and businesses seeking to reduce their fixed costs of operation. Third, incentives to prevent growth in government and promote efficiency. The competitive nature of federalism is comparable to many aspects of free market capitalism. When government is a monopolistic provider, it is more likely to overproduce goods and services. Fourth, responsiveness to citizens is enhanced. If a unit of government becomes too costly, citizens can either demand improved services or move elsewhere. Fifth, federalism is correlated with local government efforts to support private economic growth. The provision of competitively priced infrastructure resources, for example, roads, utility services, schools, medical services, recreational amenities, and so forth, is a critical ingredient in any model of economic growth. Economic development, in turn, generally creates jobs and enhances household incomes. Sixth, federalism stimulates public and private innovation, often in active partnership. The existence of federalism in the U.S. facilitates the systematic reinvention of government. The speed with which creative solutions to local experience problems are replicated is enhanced by the progressive professionalization of state and local government employees and the use of the Internet to capture, store, and disseminate information on a national and even global scale. There are, however, potential challenges facing federalism. While the advantages of federalism almost certainly outweigh the costs, federalism does face some potential challenges in application in many circumstances. 3 challenges are: first, federalism can produce unequal outcomes between states, across communities, and for individuals living within these different jurisdictions. Unequal outcomes are often associated with economic inequalities due to different levels of economic growth across states, and even within states and local communities. At times, these differences are functions of state or local capacity to sustain an economic base, or to evolve with and adapt to changing economic conditions. A devastating civil war, major amendments to the U.S. Constitution, and a series of landmark statutes and watershed decisions of the U.S. Supreme Court have all worked to overcome serious inequalities brought about by a malevolent manifest of states' rights in service to racial discrimination, all permitted by the institution of federalism. Second, federalism potentially produces inefficiency through policy replication. Each state and local government independently formulates, finances, and implements public policy. In many ways, this is a good thing because each state and local government has its own special set of cultural values. However, there are added costs to having each state and local government essentially replicating many policy choices. Third, federalism can at times cloud our understanding of who is responsible for public policy outcomes. In federalism, many units of government overlap, and at times, the policy preferences of different levels of government collide. When policy failure results, constituents often want to know why things are either not being accomplished or not being managed in a manner reflecting their preferences, leaving citizens confused. In the next video, we'll discuss the models of federalism.